platform to understand the business processes. To be honest, SAP is very good on this, right?
Yes.
But I also believe that you have been learned a lot through the program within these past few months. So I might try to tell you how to map all these all together. The second thing is, the objective is try to develop your talents. Sometimes you don't know where your talents are. Sometimes you even don't aware that you have such kinds of the talents. So I'm going to share with you. Third things, very important things, as what has been shared in the panel discussion early this morning about the soft skills, right? What you have been learned right now is all about your hard skill. The most fundamental, the most basic things to give you survive. But in the real working environment that you need to learn more about, to practice more about the soft skills. So I'm also will share with you later on. The last one, to nurture the leaders for the future. You might not aware that you might be the future in the future. No one knows, right? So let's see how it goes. First of all, I believe that you have been seeing this diagram a lot, because you have been participated in the games, and you will be one of the representatives to play the games. I'm taking the role of the retail expert, and I'm the role of the HR expert. And then when you're back to the university, actually you are studying in the HR, you're studying on the professional accountings. But in fact, what you have been focused right now, during your studies, during your education study in your university in the 3 to 4 years, is all about the specializations on the hard skills that you have been learned. It might be silo. But when you take part of the game of the Monsoon, you will become a part of the organization. It makes you to aware how the real world are doing the business. You are like an entrepreneur, right? So here are the basic business process that has been embedded within the Monsoon. So don't get me wrong, SAP is not reselling Monsoon. That is the experience that I learned. That is the experience that I have been participated in the yesterday, and I try to share with you. So how does it link to the SAP? Because as I mentioned, that SAP has been in the market since 1971. This is talking about 46, 47 years old software, right? Every companies, they are leveraging the SAP to run their business in order to make it run better. So what does it mean? So when you're taking the roles in the ERP business process, or maybe in the Monsoon program, you are only talking part of the business, right? You are focusing on the sales service, or maybe one of your KPI is to run your manufacturing much more faster, to lower down your production costs, or maybe even though you need to recruit more talents in order to do the retentions whatsoever, or maybe even though when you're doing the procurement, you need to source the right resource at the lowest cost, at the widest network. So that is what exactly the SAP does. We are the business platform. We are the business application, which allowing you to connect everything into one single platform. But it is SAP in our own world. So Monsoon, they are leveraging the concept of the business application, and then SAP embeds all this information, and we try to link it together in order to feel how to get connected. Right now, everybody talking connection, right? How can get you more connected with the real world? So, and one of the very important information that I would like to share with you is about experience economy. So actually, SAP has been acquired a solution at a very high cost last year. And then we are aiming to improve our customers' experience more and more, because we understand that experience matters. And that is why we have this program, Monsoon have this program, to allowing you to experience the real life of the business process through the gamification, through the games, through the communications with their team members, through some of the tactics, the strategy that you have been shared across, in order to make it happen, in order to make you success. So what measures assessment? It could be profit margins, it could be the stock turnover, it could be the self-service, anything. It can be different in the world, in different organizations. So it is a very, very good experience. So from today, you learn this business problem solving skills. As I mentioned that during the last few months, you have been participating a team formation cycle, right? You don't know each other when you're forming up the teams, okay? I don't know who you are, I don't know where you are, I'm good at finance, accounting, and you're good at HR, how should we work together? You don't know. You never know it works. But this program is allowing you to have a great platforms to collaborate from one to another. And that is very important when you graduate. When you work in the real life, the working environment is much more tough. Okay, this will create you a very good platform for you to make yourself aware of your problem-solving skills. It can be, but not limited to, the analysis skills, talking about the strategies, how you become a good teamwork. Also, you can have some of the advices to your other team members that you need to convince him don't spend too much money, or maybe don't keep all of the money. Try to do all of the investment, or maybe even though to get a bank loan from the bank. So you need to negotiate and you need to discuss with the team to convince them that is your strategy in order to make the life more good. Okay, I mean the business life is more good. So I hope this program really helped you to understand your potential advantages. So first of all, that is level 1 because you're still undergraduate, right? You're still learning. Perhaps you might be in the year 1, or maybe you're right now is in the year 4. But this doesn't matter. It's kind of the experience. So perhaps right now you're in the level 1. Through the program, you understand where are you good at and where you need to be improved. No one is perfect, please remember. And everyone should have their own weakness. Face it and try to find where that you can improve. If you find that you are really good at something, try to develop, to move it from level 1 to level 2. And then if you find that I'm really interested in and I have all of the resources to support me to move on from here to there, keep going. Then move yourself to the level 3. So how long does it take from level 1 to level 2 to level 3? It depends. Someone can take a few years and someone might take 10 or maybe even though 20 years. It doesn't matter. It's about yourself. You commit yourself. You plan your future by yourself, okay? Not your parents plan your future. It's you need to plan the future for yourself by understanding your weakness and understanding your strength. So that is how I can see this program can help you to identify your own talents. So here's the pictures I try to share with you because I understand that some of you may be in the year 4. As I mentioned, that I am the head of the pre-sales in the SAP Hong Kong office. In the old good days, we only recruit the experienced consultants who know SAP. But as I mentioned that in the panel discussion early this morning, actually we are right now also recruiting the young talents, which means they only have 1 or 2 years working experience or even less. We give them a platform to send them to the US, San Ramon, to do the pre-sales or maybe the sales academy for 6 months. So during that 6 months, SAP pay everything to make sure that you learn everything. You learn the innovative thinking process, you learn the soft skills, you also learn the hard skill. And then you go back to the field, back to our different local office to take your job. All right? So that could be your future career. Is all totally up to you. The third objective is talking about the soft skills. I believe that from the left-hand side, you can see different kind of the soft skills, and I hope you have been experienced of that. Interpersonal skills, organization skills, and then when right after the games, you need to do the presentation. You need to convince the panel that you did a right job, right? You also need to have a better time management because you only have 20 seconds or maybe 40 seconds for one day, right? Something like this. And then you need to take your time seriously in order to make every single decisions. And then you also need to have a very good negotiation skills, as I mentioned that, because not everyone might agree with your strategy, right? You need to convince them, and this is the very good one. Even though I'm not running my business, but I believe it is a good one. So you need to manage all these skills to listen the others, teammates, comments. You have to have a great teamwork and then do the problem solving. What if, or just what I learned from the Monsoon, that they will give you some of the tests. Say for example, the network will get stuck, right? And then suddenly all of the money will be gone or be something like this. That is the challenge that you need to be facing in the real world, right? So nothing is perfect. Nothing is 100% predictable. So you need to work in the unpredictable way, okay? So once based upon the hard skill that you have been learned from your school, and then you need to improve your soft skill, okay? As I mentioned that right now when I interviewing the candidates, I only account 40% of that is related to the hard skills, which is if they're looking for a pre-sales for finance, then I need to test their skills on finance, SAP, how deep you know. But the rest of the 60% is all about the soft skills, how they tackle the problems. I will present them a case study, but paper-based, okay? I give them case studies, a fake companies, the fake challenges that I have been learning in my own good days, and see how you would how you would solve the problem. So that would be the typical soft skills that I need, or maybe not really I need, that the company, the employer is looking for. It's not talking about hard skill. Hard skills plus soft skills is very much important. So once you have your hard skills, and then you have your soft skills, and then they can blend in perfectly. Okay, you need to blend in. Okay, don't be stubborn. Okay, you need to blend in. You need to get practice, and then you make it will be much more perfect. So the stage number 4 will be new to the leaders for the future. So once you have the necessary hard skill, soft skill, get practice things, and maybe even though working in the real life environment for 10 or maybe 15 years, which means you are mature now, okay? When I look back since my graduation, it might be 10 years or maybe 15 years ago. So I have a lot of the experience that I have been accumulated. And then I will leverage the knowledge that I have been equipped. I have been learned from my peers. I have been learned from my competitors. I have been learned from the other peoples. It will make myself become stronger, and stronger. So it will make you become a leader. No matter what leaders it is. It can be the leaders of some of the specialization areas, or maybe even though you will consider to change the job. Okay, say for example, I have my colleagues who have been graduated from the supply chain, but right now they are doing the solution pre-sales. Or maybe even though I have some people, they are doing the design. Right now they are doing say for example, doing a write-up. So don't limit yourself. Just try to make use of this treasures experience to make yourself grow, and then to enjoy the competition today, and I hope that you will have a lot of the takeaways for this program. So that's all. Thank you.